Upbeat!
Yeah, baby.
Upbeat?
Yeah!
With the Dirty Naked Rude Boys! Good evening, listeners. How's it going this weekend? We're having a bit of a rad time tonight, aren't we, Joe?
No, I've got another couple of people in the studio tonight. We've got Vincent back in.
Hello.
I'm feeling very fortunate.
Well, tonight we've got a cracker of a studio set lined up for you. What have we got, Joe? Come
Experimental. We've got Stefan on the decks.
DJ Beckett, formerly known.
He likes to think he's really good on the decks. We've got Paul, being an American.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah. You see, there's such an exciting race. They had a lot
He's
to
having
say
fun
there.
with emotion.
It's true.
And we have our Italian friend here, Massimo from Roma.
Hello, I am back from Roma. I'm happy to be back in Edinburgh, but I hate the weather. You know?
At least we're not, using the same jokes by our fifth radio show.
Well,
We're
tonight
already on the recycle.
we're gonna try something new tonight. We want shout-ins, shout-outs. So if
Shout-ins, if you want to shout in when you're at home as well, give us a little shout-out at home, that'd be fun. Shout in.
So it's 07955 819 for your shout-outs and requests.
Also, girls, if you just want to talk to Stefan, you want to, get closer to his charm, you text that as well.
And we've also got a special
Send him a pic.
special competition. As usual, every week we have a quote from a famous Rudyard Kipling book. So if you know what it is, you get to win a date with Massimo.
Yes, with me, I buy you nice wine, I take you out, nice restaurant.
Oh man! Enjoy the show, guys.
Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my mom and pop, not the way that I do love you.
Well, holy moly, Rio Bike, you're the
do you came jumping out after me?
Well, you fell off the concrete and nearly broke your ass, and you were bleeding all over the place, and I rushed you off to the hospital. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
Well, there's something I never told you about that night.
What did you tell me?
While you were sitting in the back seat smoking a cigarette you thought was going to be your last, I was falling deep, deeply in love with you. And I never told you till just now. Home, let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
This is for all the love.
Oh, home. Yes, I am home. Home is when I'm alone with you.
Freshair.org.uk.
Go ahead, punk. Make my day.
Well, we want to explain that to you because the computer's
know-
broken.
I wouldn't normally let Stefan
Computer's not
freestyle on
broken,
it.
you're just not using it.
No, it's not. Zara won't have any jingles on it.
It's that computer,
No, it's... Is it switched? No, that doesn't have the jingles on it, Paul.
doesn't it?
No,
They
it's
were
different
play-
here in America.
they were-
Right and left are
They were
different, Paul.
playing jingles last show. If you were paying attention, they had jingles after
Yeah,
every single
but
song.
I can't find the jingles on here. It's not
Is
the
this-
normal
is this
place.
on air?
Well, then you're just really dumb.
Is this alright?
You come round here and have a little look at where
Ladies
the
and
jingles are.
gentlemen, welcome to the life of the Dirty Naked Rude Boys. We've had a
Paul, get your ass
It's a
down
very
here and find
genuine
me a
session.
jingle.
we've had a crazy week, guys.
Paul, I'll punch you in the jingle unless you find me
Joe,
one.
shut up and stop being God.
By the way, the whole God reference is Joe likes to go close to the microphone and talk like this.
It's a little bit like that bit in The Wizard of Oz, you know, when he's behind the screen and he's trying to be the wizard. Not seen that bit.
So, guys, when we usually go out on a night,
Not seen it.
do we sometimes, get some takeaways or something? You know,
Yeah, you get quite hungry after a night out, don't you?
Yeah.
How much money would you normally throw in if you were buying a takeaway together?
Well, what are you
14
buying?
million,
Well,
I think.
what are you buying?
And I don't know.
Buy
There's,
pizza?
there's,
Steph standards.
Probably buying a pizza.
Buying a pizza. I'd say at least a tenner.
at least a tenner. Well,
Let's explain it. Let's not have the in-jokes.
there's
either.
a certain character in this room who
He might be talking right now or might not.
or he might have just spoken then. He was perhaps a little bit intoxicated, and his friends led him astray on how much he spent on a slice of pizza.
It was 3 slices. Stefan contributed £3 towards a shared pizza, did he not, Paul?
Yeah, and we didn't lead him astray, but as the night went on, he didn't get any of the pizza. It was eaten by others before he got his hands on it. And as the night went on, it went from £3 to 5 to 7 to 10.
I gradually increased it. I was like, you paid £3. You paid £11 for a pizza. That's how it went.
The horrific thing was, this led to the certain man in question stealing a donut from a Scott Mid local store.
fresh air.
I got love for you if you were born in the 80s, the 80s. I've got hugs for you if you were born in the 80s, the 80s. I'll do things for you if you were born in the 80s, the 80s. I've got hugs for you if you were born in the 80s. Yeah.
His, O best beloved, is another story of the high and far-off times. In the very middle of those times was a stickly, prickly hedgehog. So that's all right, best beloved. Do you see? Rudyard Kipling.
The thing is, listeners, well, Joe's just gone off to spend a penny, and when he next comes on, we're not going to play off him, so we're just going to be there like an idiot.
We're going to see if Joe can be made to be a fool on radio whilst he's on the toilet right now. So, anyway, our secret. That was Mereways and Disco Science, and now we're going to hit you with a little Gamma Ray.
Hold out for now. But with these ice caps melting down, with the transistor sound, and my Chevrolet Terraplane going around and round and round. Come a little gamma ray, standing in a hurricane. Your brains are bored like a refugee from a house that's burning, and the heat waves coming in. She's got a practice crown with a dot 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 on her brow, and she speaks inside a cloud. With the countenance turning around, hit me like a gamma ray, standing in a hurricane. I'm pulling out thorns, smokestack lightning out my window. I wanna know when I've lost today. Come a little gamma ray, standing in a hurricane. And your body is bored like a refugee from a house that's burning, and the backwaters calling your name.
Okay, coming up next, we've got Paul. This week he is, you know, we've had him Mexican, we've had him English, and he's so proud to represent his home nation, the US. We thought we'd give him a little chance at, you know, doing that. So, Paul, 3 things you love about America, go.
Nah, that's stupid. I'm not gonna do it.
Joe, you are just a crap radio presenter.
Joe, why are you on the show?
It's dumb. I'm not gonna do it.
Is that because I went for a wee? Is that when you organised this little thing?
Usurping.
You are
three best
one.
things about America.
You're one clever veterinarian. You are.
3 best things about America.
I like how Vince lived on the edge with the word crap as well. Not quite a swear word, but still making him look risque.
Man, what do you love about your country?
Walmart, fake tits, obesity.
Wow, fake tits and obesity. Wow.
Just the 3 of the best things, especially when you put them all together.
And what's your favourite 3 foods in America?
Favorite 3 foods. Barnacles.
Barnacles.
That's my favourite seafood, thank you very much.
Well, and one final question. What do you think to American politics, Paul?
American intelligence levels.
Oh, American politics, you know, they're nice.
We've got some reason to believe that perhaps your politicians aren't, you know, quite what they're cracked up to be, Joe.
You've come to the right country.
Because we've been scouring the internet for our clips like we usually do.
You don't have to scour that hard either for this.
And once again, this is suitable for all viewers.
All ages.
Yeah, so
All races.
take a listen and see what you think to this man.
We must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
What do you think to that guy, Paul? Tell us about him.
Well, you know what? I don't feel. I feel like, you know, neither party really represents my views. Personally, I voted for Ron Paul. 2008. He's trying to bring things back to the roots, but unfortunately, only about 1% of the population agreed with me.
So I hope all you American listeners.
Which 1% was that? Sorry.
Which percentile?
1%.
You've got 100 to choose from.
We've stumped the man. We've stumped the man.
You've stumped the witty foreigner.
This is amazing. We've got lots of listeners in America tonight, or 2:30, well, 3 o'clock now in your area, Oregon, and we've got some in Cali. So a shout out to all of those. And we've also got some people listening in Australia, I believe. And
We do, yes.
and
Some kangaroos will be listening there.
Oh, good one.
oh,
Yeah.
is that your joke of the day, Vince?
No,
Oh,
no,
Vince.
I've got a joke of the day,
Yeah.
actually.
Oh, hit us with it.
It's not quite Australian. It's more American. And Oregon, could you please stop farting into the microphone? Okay, so wait. All quiet, guys. The joke of the week is...
Tell me, please.
Well, what did the buffalo say when his son went off to university?
I don't know. What did the buffalo say when he
said,
saw
"Bye,
his
son."
university?
He said, "Bye, son." Thanks, Joe, for ruining my punchline.
That is terrible.
Funny joke alert!
Well, this is well, this is what the Australians think to Americans, Paul.
Apparently, Iraq's not going all that well.
No, we've just celebrated 4 years since Bush declared mission accomplished, and since then there's only been 70,000 deaths.
Well, it's a good thing hostilities are over, isn't it? Just imagine. And Iraq is really hotting up as a huge issue in the upcoming US election. So we thought it might be worthwhile hearing what the average American thinks about it all.
Charles Firth hit the streets to poll the public mood.
What's the major cause of Iraq's problems? That they are naturally violent, that they're Muslim, or that they're Middle Eastern?
Middle Eastern.
That they're Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern?
They're naturally violent, the young ones.
Which Iraqi is most responsible for the country's upheaval? Yusuf Islam, Osama bin Laden, or Barack Obama?
If that's the name of it.
Probably the first one.
Yusuf Islam?
Yeah.
It's probably a split 3 ways on that. You know, they each have hands in what's going on, you know.
The last one.
Barack Obama. Why?
Because I've heard his name before.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama, yeah. It's the way he presents himself, you know, he's just very evil.
I would say Barack Obama.
I don't think any of those people knew who any of those people were.
Oh, that is fantastic. We're going to hit you with a song, Head of a Hawk.
I'm on the hook at the head of the hawk. I go back to sleep. I got a little. I'm becoming a little obsessed, and you roll right over me. I got a little. I've been a little distant lately. Can we be discreet? I got a little. I feel myself lose grip on the wheel, and you roll right over me. I get a little dip, dip, dip,
is Fresh Air.
Your student-run radio station.
Go ahead, punk. Make my day.
Go ahead, punk. Make my day.
And our day was very nice indeed, because me, Stefan, and Oregon here went to Edinburgh Castle today because it was free entry.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Edinburgh Castle. It was delightful.
And we had a very delightful tour, didn't we, boys? And, well, Stefan had a starting revelation. See, the thing is, he saw the king's sword.
The sword, and his scepter on his crown.
Sword, and you'd normally call it a sword, wouldn't you? You wouldn't normally call it a shaft, would you? And Stefan said, "Oh, he's got a mighty big shaft."
He was Cockney while he was in the castle.
Yeah, and yeah, that was great, wasn't it? And then, Paul, what did we do?
Well, after that, we went down to the German town down on
the German town.
Yeah,
the German market, Paul.
Oh, the German market. It's just felt like I was, back in, home country.
Which part of Germany is home country for you, Paul?
Oh, Moscow.
Americans' geography is always really good.
Yeah, and so we decided to get some roast chestnuts, just to kind of round out the day.
A medieval treat.
Well, it warmed us up delightfully. I thought like a chestnut was a little bit of a cloud inside that chestnut. It's very beautiful.
Stefan likened the chestnut to potato, much to our disbelief. I mean, how is a chestnut like a potato, Stefan? Describe the way in which a chestnut.
Well,
like
I mean,
a
mashed potatoes.
What's it like? Is it a potato?
Well, chestnuts, it's like a hearty nut.
It's not like a potato, Stefan.
Oh, it's like some potatoes.
Oh, wait, I've got another joke. Wait.
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
Oh my!
And to think I thought this could get worse.
Wait, actually, this is Oregon's joke. I think he should tell it.
Well, I have to give props where props are due. It might actually be a joke. It's Dr. Dre's joke. All right. But the joke is, what do you have when you have nuts on your chest?
What do you have when you have nuts on your chest?
Chestnuts. What do you have when you have nuts on the wall?
What do you have when you've got nuts there?
Walnuts.
Oh.
What do you have when you have nuts on your chin?
What do you have?
A dick in your mouth.
Oh!
Saucy.
Alright, we're off the radio station.
So did the
That's
Christmas...
them kicked us off. See you later, listeners.
Is the Christmas fair how you imagined Edinburgh to be, Paul? Because you said when you came over here you were expecting a quaint little medieval type village.
Yeah, no, it really was. And we had some more nuts there. We had some...
Well, we actually met a lovely lady called Flo Armstrong, who happens to be, my creator. And she bought us some bockwurst and some sugared almonds.
Yeah.
So we had two nuts mixed together, and
it's never a good idea to mix nuts.
I mean, that's like mixing drinks. I mean, you just don't do it. But if you mix nuts, we had a crazy effect. It felt like we're on some sort of abnormal high. So we were walking back home, and what happened?
There was some kind of fancy dress car parade. There was a techno milk float. What else was there? There was a car dressed as a dinosaur.
There was a car dressed as a golf course.
Is it alright when you're struggling to talk of things to just make stuff up, boys?
Yeah, make one up, mate.
Yeah, then there was like a car.
I wasn't very funny, that. So
I wasn't there, by the way.
This was
and then we
surreal.
got pursued back to Pollock Halls by a wizard.
Yeah, a wizard in a cape. And Vincent, not realizing the wizard was still behind us after we passed him, we walked by the wizard, and Vince's like, "Oh my god, that guy, what a freak. You think he knows he looks like a nerd?" I'm like, "Vince, you realize he's still behind us."
God, Vince.
I didn't know
Oh,
that.
how embarrassing.
Then he got his...
Oh, man.
Am I right?
Then he got...
Oh, you're so right, Paul. You big loser, Vince.
Oh.
You big loser.
Alright. What is this? Pick on Vincent time? Song time.
This is for one from York. Shed 7, Disco Down, you're gonna love it. Yorkie.
Well, you could be friends of mine. I see you're pondering, but the pleasure will be mine. I do feel hungry, even though I've had no share. I'll keep shouting out loud to convert the herd. Got to spread the word to the non-believers, yeah. And the drummer must try holding time together.
upbeat.org.uk, Edinburgh student radio station.
Okay, so coming up next, we've got a genuine feature. We've thought this one through, haven't we, mate?
This has been, well, I wouldn't say the highlight of our show, the whole
6
show's a
weeks,
highlight.
and now we've got one feature. So it's gonna
And we've
be
turned up twice for the show? No, 3 times for the show. This
three
is good.
times.
How's it feel, Paul, like not being on your own this week?
Oh, it feels good. I realize I've been to this show as many times as Stefan and Joe combined, who are the hosts.
Combined.
So, what does that tell you
What?
about commitment?
Well, what do you expect from
I have
a few
commitment
dirty naked
issues,
rude
okay? I've
boys?
got commitment issues.
Well, our
Ask Sweden.
our whole feature,
Sudden take a breath there.
our whole feature this
My mom
week is songs which you really like and you sing along to, but you don't know the words to.
But you still have a little go. Paul!
Oh, Paul, can you stop doing that in our studio? You foul American
For the
man.
record, that wasn't me. That was Vincent. Vincent, you don't party and keep on blaming it on me.
I'm sorry, but that fart definitely had an American accent.
Carry on with the feature, that was awful.
So, one of our favourite songs at the moment is Jangling by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros, and the bit which we don't understand actually goes, we want to feel ya, we don't mean to kill ya, we come back to heal ya, jangling soul, Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. So that's how it's meant to go, but as you'll hear from the song which we're going to play momentarily,
They love Tootsie Rolls.
it doesn't go like that at all, and we're going to sing along with it.
Wait, let them hear it. Don't sing along.
No, on the second go for it.
Okay.
Does anyone want to smell Stefan's PO?
This is a bit, nobody understands what it is. This is how it really goes, guys. And the
Tootsie Rolls!
You see what we mean, guys? It's nuts!
Coming up next, we've got the next one, which is If You Want It, Come and Get It. Crying out loud. The love that I was giving you was never in doubt.
What are the actual lyrics, mate?
Babylon. Let them find out.
Sweet.
Friday night, I'm going nowhere. All the lights are changing, green to red. Turning over TV stations, situations running through my head. Looking back through time, you know it's clear that I've been blind, I've been a fool. To open up my heart to all that jealousy, that bitterness, that ridicule. And if you want it, come and get it, crying out loud. The love that I was giving you was never in doubt. Let go your heart, let go your head, and fail it now. Let go your heart, let go your head, and fail it now. Babylon, Babylon. Saturday, I'm running wild, and all the lights are changing red to green. Moving through the crowds, I'm pushing chemicals are rushing in my bloodstream. I only wish that you were here. You know I'm seeing it so clear. I've been afraid to show you how I really feel. Admit to some of those bad mistakes I've made. Well, if you want it, come and get it, crying out loud. The love that I was giving you was never in doubt. Let go your heart, let go your head, and fail it now. Let go your heart, let go your head, and fail it now. Let go your heart, let go your head, and fail it. Let go your heart, let go your head, and fail it now. Babylon, 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 Babylon. Wow.
David Gray, we can only apologise for the singing.
Love me 2 times, baby. Love me twice today. Love me 2 times, girl. I'm gone away. Love me 2 times, girl. 1 for tomorrow, 1 just for today. Love me 2 times. I'm gone away. Love me 1 time. Do not speak. Love me 1 time. Yeah, my knees got weak. Love me 2 times, girl. Love me all through the week. Love me 2 times. I've gone away. Love me 2 times. I've gone away. Oh yeah. not speak. Love me one time, baby. Yeah, my knees got weak. Love me 2 times, girl. Last week, all through the week. Love me 2 times, I'm gone away. Love me 2 times, babe. Love me twice today. Love me 2 times, babe. 'Cause I'm gone away. Love me 2 times, girl. 1 for tomorrow, 1 just for today. Love me 2 times, I'm gone away. Love me 2 times, I'm gone away. Love me 2 times, I'm gone away.
Edinburgh student radio station.
Well, that was perhaps maybe the worst advert we've ever done on this radio show. However, no worries. We've had 2 people text in for shout-outs, and we've also got a competition winner. So our first competition winner will say that it is Betty who has won the date with Massimo. What do you think about Massimo?
Hello, Betty. How, well, shall we, what is the English expression? Get it on.
Well, that's very nice. Second,
She's definitely old. The name
so
of
where
Betty.
you going to take her, Massimo?
I take her to my,
How are you going to take her?
bedroom.
Your condo?
My condominium in a nice villa in Tuscany.
Oh. Right, where would you take her, Paul? To Taco Bell?
Oh no, I'd take her to the Red Lobster. Maybe TGI Fridays.
Joe, what's your favourite seafood?
Barnacles.
Anyway, so that was Betty, and then we've also got 3 shout-outs. So the first shout-out is going to a guy from France called Robin. He's listening in a place called Vernon. Thank you for texting in, Robin. That's very nice.
Bonjour, Robin.
Genuine text. The second text message is from a woman in Dundee. She's an art student, and she's called Jordan Took, and she has said...
These are genuine texts, by the way. I'm
Give
just
me
checking
a
out.
shout-out, bleep head. So here's your shout-out, Jordan. Thank you for texting in. And finally...
I can't believe these are genuine messages. People actually listening.
Oh, yeah.
I think if they listened, they would go on a date with me.
This woman who called us a bleep head?
Yeah, oh, yeah, I know her. Yeah, she goes to Dundee.
Does she want us all to bleep header? Is that...
I don't know.
What's a bleep head, Stefan?
Well, we're not allowed to swear on air. We've done enough of that over the last few.
I can't believe we've got a real listener. And it's a girl.
I can't believe we've got a real listener.
A real female.
And there's another female texted in, and this one's a lovely, very beautiful girl from London called Alice. So thank you for texting in. That's your shout out, and we're gonna rock on with some super furry animals.
Love you, Alice.
Oh, I love you, Alice.
Spend some days in stormy weather.
What did you say again, Paul?
I said, I think barnacles are everyone's favorite seafood.
What are barnacles?
Little things which attach themselves to
They're
bodies.
stuck on Betty.
Are they limpets? There's a limpet stuck on Betty.
Limpets, barnacles.
You can get it off me.
How dare you disrespect barnacles like
You think the super furry animals would mind us this conversation over the top?
Like quaint. It's so quaint.
This is a beautiful thing to talk about over a song.
Is it smeech or smirch? Like, what is affect and effect? What's the difference?
Oh, are you kidding?
Oh, you don't know that?
Keep the masses from majority. Headspace polarized temper left to be blessed vultures grind.
Fresh Air.
The alternative.
So affect with it.
That's quite funny. I was also thinking that.
The alternative to what, though?
What else is there in Edinburgh?
Maybe having a social life on a Saturday night.
Instead of being cooped up in a sweaty studio next to me. Well, that was the Super Furry Animals, and the men don't give another bleep. So,
I think we've broken another rule of Fresh Air. They said no trashing Fresh Air. We kind of trashed the alternative bit. That's 3 rules you just broken, man.
Redemption.
That's what I'm like, mate. I live on the edge.
Yeah.
We are crazy, and we are upbeat.
I tell you, someone else who lives on the edge. Upbeat.
Upbeat.
Someone else who lives on the edge.
Who's this?
Mr. A.
Mr. A. Tell me
Mr. A.
Tell me about Mr. A, man. Who is
Mr.
Mr.
A. Paul, tell us. Is he all right?
Mr. A is
Mr. A is always very concerned for our welfare.
Yeah.
He's just like an
whenever
outfit.
we say hello to him, he says, "You're right."
No, he says, all right, mate.
So,
yeah,
Mr. A, how was your night last night? Nah, I can't remember a thing, mate.
Why can he never remember anything from last night, mate?
I don't know.
Amnesia.
Short-term amnesia. Oh man, that must be a terrible.
Even when
thing
it's
to have.
like he's in doing work, he can't remember a thing from last night, mate.
Mr. A is basically he's a Holocaust legend, is Mr. A.
And coincidentally, Mrs. B happens to be, kind of having a thing with Mr. A. And it's like,
Oh no!
Oh, really?
Is she all right with that?
Does Mrs. Brainy?
Oh.
Really?
Really? So, tell us about Mr. A and his Italian culture, Massimo. Go on.
Well, I'm just gonna bring in Massimo now. He's just finished making a pizza.
Massimo, do you want to come in, mate?
Come in, Massimo. Hi, hello. I'm back from
That's so
making
bad,
my
but great.
pizza. Yes, I am a very good friend of Mr. A, and I would like to dedicate a song to him from my homeland.
Just to check he's all right.
Yeah, it's from my heart. It's from my heart.
He just wants to know if he's all right.
what country are you from?
I'm from Italy, you idiot.
We've been the Dirty Naked Rude Boys. This is for Mr. A, and this is absolutely nuts. Do you speak English?
See you
All
next
right,
week.
mate.
All right, mate.
Upbeat.
Tune out, that one the other day, man. Fabry Fever.
What's your favourite seafood, Stefan?
You think barnacles are all right,
Oh,
mate?
they actually got the same song.
Quite a prawn salad, to be honest.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just carry on talking through the intro.
Yeah, you live.
Yeah, it's a long tune.
Website.
I'm not sure if we're funnier than a bad intro, you know.
I think we're so unfunny anyway.
Yeah, you lived in Brighton.
Is anyone actually laughing out there?
If you're laughing, please actually don't text us in because we're not going to be on the show for much longer.
If you're laughing, text my BlackBerry.
It'll be like a regular...
Thank you, this has been Upbeat.
Big fish, do you speak English? Fabri Fibra, do you speak English? Lo chiedo a te, do you speak English? Do you speak English? Oh, voglio andare in Inghilterra, in Inghilterra, Inghilterra. Voglio andare in Inghilterra, in Inghilterra, in Inghilterra. Voglio andare in Inghilterra, in Inghilterra, in Inghilterra. Voglio andare in Inghilterra, in Inghilterra, in Inghilterra, in Inghilterra. A Brighton per chiedere a qualcuno come va, si domanda e si risponde. Hi mate, se invece una persona ti guarda male, ti vorrebbe picchiare, dice hi mate. In Inghilterra se vuoi avere un conto in banca basta solamente dire
Alright, mate.
E quando invece non hai voglia di parlare basta solo che tu dica
Alright, mate.
In Inghilterra le ragazze bevono tutta la sera, in Inghilterra le ragazze la danno la prima sera e quando poi si rivestono alla fine del gioco se ne vanno e non ti rompono il c***o il giorno dopo. In Inghilterra è tutto più veloce, in Inghilterra se c'è l'erba non finisci in croce, quando fumi questa quegli smoke di shit ti va via la voce. Say what?